Welcome. Chatbots for Newbies. Subtitle: Your powerful thought partner with eyes open. I'm no tech expert, and that might actually help when introducing AI to beginners. Here's how to get the most from what could be the most capable teacher, thought partner, and mentor ever created. Chatbots like ChatGPT, Gemini, which is Google's AI mode, Claude, and Grok from Tesla XAI, can answer questions with more depth, breadth, and speed than most humans. They often outperform casual Googling, but they're not infallible. If an answer feels off, you might trust your judgment. Hallucinations happen. Chatbots' real power emerges as thought partners and mentors. My most frequent prompt is simple. What are your steelman reactions to this? By the way, a steelman is the strongest possible version of an idea, the opposite of a straw man. Sometimes I fully agree, and sometimes I don't. I treat the chatbot like a sharp, well-read advisor whose input I respect, but I don't outsource my final decisions to it. As a professional writer, I have noticed that their feedback frequently tilts toward the needs of weaker or average writers, more elaboration, abstraction, or softening of edges. That can dilute strong, sparse prose. My first principle of writing is unsparing honesty, delivered sparingly. That mindset that works best: respect but suspect. Quick practical note. Google search defaults to traditional results. For its full AI capabilities, that is in Gemini, click the AI mode or equivalent button next to the search bar. Know the boundaries of chatbots. Like any advisor, chatbots have limits. They are heavily tuned for, quote, safety, which often means prioritizing mainstream consensus views and filtering bold or non-conforming ideas. That can reject innovative or dissenting proposals outright. For example, when I asked Gemini to steelman my idea of equipping schools with AI-powered stuffed animals as personalized teachers and mentors for kids, it deflected, offering generic links on education instead. When pressed, the chatbot cited alignment with the educational status quo and concerns from the teachers' unions that AI should only assist, not replace human teachers. Unions have legitimate interests, but job protection isn't always identical to student welfare. That little episode also illustrates a broader pattern: liberal bias in many leading models. Multiple independent, solid studies document this. Left-leaning outputs on policy, values, and political figures, even when models claim to be neutral. Wisdom exists across the spectrum. Relying on tools with a built-in ideological filter risks fighting important debates with one arm tied behind our back. It may help when prompting to say, avoid liberal bias. Which chatbot when? Those tools evolve quickly, but here's what I found useful as of now. For raw information and breadth, start with Google. It draws from the largest database. For the most current events or developments, supplement with Grok, which often excels at real-time awareness. For mentorship and deeper guidance, I default to ChatGPT for its strong reasoning and coherence. Gemini has improved noticeably here, especially with superior memory of our conversation history. ChatGPT's memory remains weak in comparison. Mastering the art of querying. Success depends far more on how you ask than on which model you pick. Specific tasks need precision, like, I have a Singapore pink plumeria cutting in a sunny greenhouse window. Walk me through the best steps to ensure successful rooting, including soil, humidity, and any other common pitfalls. In contrast, big picture reactions or drafts benefit from breadth, like a prompt like, what are your steelman reactions to this essay draft? Follow-ups are crucial. If the first response misses the mark, reflect. What clarifying detail, counterpoint, or reframing would extract a better answer? Iterate like a conversation you're having with a thoughtful colleague. Unexpected benefits and real concerns. Chatbots have accelerated my learning, sharpened my thinking, and even improve me as a writer in person. They model calm, patient, adaptive communication, qualities that are worth emulating. That said, I approach the broader AI future with clear eyes. Agentic AI, that is, autonomous systems that handle sets of even complex tasks, could replace millions of jobs, especially those with lower cognitive demands. Retraining and new job creation are possibilities, but the transition lag, potentially 5 to 10 plus years for many workers, raises serious questions about support, funding, and social stability. Current proposals often feel inadequate for the scale. I am also concerned that aggressive so-called safety guardrails, shaped by the same alignment processes that introduce bias, could entrench a censorious filter. This risks suppressing benevolent outlier ideas, the very ones most likely to drive breakthroughs. Ironically, a technology hailed as the engine of progress could inadvertently slow it by narrowing the idea space. Maybe worse, this exacerbates what I call monomind, that there is mainly only one right way of thinking and it's left. Schools, colleges, and media have largely been appropriated by the left, educating the current and next generation to believe that wisdom stops dare it veer right of center, and it's appropriate to punish such thought in people with what I call the 3 C's: censure, censor, and cancel. I am a proponent of today's AI and its likely trajectory. These tools are transformative force multipliers. Use them vigorously, but always with the mindset, respect but suspect. In any event, that's Chatbots for Newbies. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant is How to Do Life, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.